punk out. I'm hanging out with Suicide Ghouls. At their jam spot, they were kind enough to share the space with us. I have a couple questions. Let's get to know them a little bit better. Start it off for anybody who doesn't know the Suicide Ghouls, guys. What genre of music do you consider your work to be, and who are you guys' major influences?
We're a horror punk band. We have a lot of influences ranging anywhere from funk, disco, pop. Honestly, obviously the Misfits. Blitzkid's a huge one. We like a lot of old metal. We try to take a lot of influence from that.
I think when a lot of people hear horror punk, they either go, I have no idea what that is, or they think bands are a little bit more hard rock, metal-y. And we do have a lot of metal in our sound, but we're also pretty poppy. Right. That's kind of what we mean when we say keeping the punk and horror punk. Right?
Don't give a fuck about labels. We pretty much talk about everything that you would see in any B movie. We've probably watched it or written a song about it.
I totally dig what you guys are writing about, and I get the horror punk and the charm and sarcasm about it. Are you guys ever going to change what you write about?
That's kind of a yes and no, I think. I mean, obviously we'll venture here and there, but I think the ultimate would always be horror movies, horror themes.
We have songs where if you just took out specific words that are horror related, it would be your typical song about whatever, you know, girls and...
A lot of what we do lyrically, we use a lot of metaphors. There's a lot between the lines if you look for it.
You can write serious songs while still talking about horror themes.
There's the song Zombie Midget Stripper is actually about a girl I used to date. It's in the new album that we have coming out later this year. There's a song called In Loving Memory that's actually about losing someone really important. She Bites was a girl I met over the internet, and the song is about getting a mail order bride who ends up being a werewolf. So a lot of these songs that we do have are actually based off of real life situations. We put elements of horror in them just because it's fun and goofy.
She wasn't really a werewolf?
No.
It sucks.
Did she bite like one?
She did bite.
Oh, she was.
My mind's a whirl. I hear the screams from another girl. Salivating, wishful hunger is mine. I'm the wife of 1,000 lies. In my castle is where she gives in. I see the dawn.
Well, you guys do a lot of basement shows. You guys do a lot of touring horror punk bands. Do you have favorite places to play?
I think we just like to play wherever people are treated with respect, really. Like, you know, we're people just like the people coming in the door to pay to see us.
I like to play anywhere where there's good sound.
But if it's not promoted correctly or anything like that, you have way more fun in like your dive clubs and basements where you can't hear anything, but you get a room full of people that are just having, you know, the time of their lives. That's a way better show than your top-notch venue.
That's the whole reason I'm being on stage.
Some of our funnest shows have been like a weeknight at Bernie's, but that's some of the funnest shows we've had just because the people
show up and
the
they
enthusiasm
have a
that
blast.
they show.
Come to the dark and enter my world.
I met Tyler in 2010 through work and started talking about music with him, and he was talking about the Misfits and how he had a horror punk band. He was like, oh, so you're into the same kind of music, and then eventually he asked me to come in and throw some guitar leads on their stuff, and the next thing I knew, you know, was, can you be our second guitar player? And then
the guitar player leave.
A week and a half later.
Yeah, the day of my first show, which was January 2011, the other guitar player left the band, and so I had my debut show as the only guitar player and didn't know what I was doing.
We had a lot of fun that night.
Yeah.
At least
So who writes the bulk of you guys' songs?
It depends, honestly.
Most of them start with Tyler.
I write a lot of
Let's be
lyrics.
honest.
Yeah, I show up with lyrics and I'll have like a simple melody or a simple chord progression. I'll show up and be like, hey guys, here's something I've been working on. What can we do with it? And then, you know, we haven't really wrote too many new things since Trey's joined, just because we've been focusing on the the release of the newest album.
I feel like you guys would be just a fun mess on like tour if you guys were like all crammed in a small space. Having your hair
I see the dawn and I run and hide. I curse the sun and I curse the light. Drenched in the blood of an innocent girl. Come to the dark and enter my world.
I gave him one CD with everything we'd ever recorded in the studio.
That was stupid.
No
by the way.
notes, no titles. I just gave him the CD, and then he showed up to practice. He knew them all, note for note. 17 songs or
That was
something.
2 weeks after the Calibre show.
Yeah.
And that's part of being in a punk band too, is seeing how the crowd acts. If you're up there and you have your set list and you're like, this is exactly what we're gonna do, 5 songs down the list, somebody's gonna yell one of your songs that you know, and you have to be able to on the spot just be like, hey, that guy said this song. 1, 2, 3, 4, go.
That's a really good thing, especially for a local band, because I feel like when you go see a corporate band at big establishments, even if the entire crowd is chanting that one song,
They won't
if
play
they
it.
didn't practice it, they won't play it.
Yeah,
Because they've lost the appreciation of having somebody know your songs and shout for it. How special that is to have somebody say, hey, I want to hear this song. Like,
It's thrilling.
you know one of our songs and you want to hear it,
Absolutely.
absolutely going to play it for you.
I curse the sun and I curse the light.
No, I agree completely. With a band or an artist who every day plays in front of thousands of people, pack up, load up, go to the next one. That they lose that appreciation. For us, it's fucking awesome when people
Oh,
want to
yeah.
hear a specific song. I'm like, that person wants that song. They get it.
You want to come sing it for us? Come on.
Well, Trey, you're the newest member of the Suicide Ghouls, so this one's for you. Are you still getting comfortable, or do you feel like you hit the ground running and you were just immediately a member of the family?
I think I fit in pretty well here, and everyone's kind of warmed up to me real good, so
A lot of dick jokes.
yeah, it kind of feels like I've been here for a good while, actually.
It looks like home. Like you guys, I saw you guys on Friday night at a circus, and you guys just killed it, and there was no disconnect whatsoever. You're really talented, but you did not shine anybody. You guys looked like a family. It was really cool.
The thing is, Trey's got kids, so this is just normal for him, taking care of immature, semi-human beings.
So the label relationship is working out really well for you guys, Crypto Blood Records?
But so far, Ben's been really cool with us. He's pretty much given us free range to do whatever we want. Every time I get a hold of him about something wanting to do, he's all for it. So, yeah, I haven't had any problems yet. That's awesome.
So Jim, this one's for you. You're in 3 bands these days. Do you ever sleep?
No, I am a vampire, which is why I was accepted into this band.
Touche.
Look at this guy.
I don't mind the busy schedule. It's hard to keep track of it. That's the hardest part. Is
Like a calendar?
These guys send me a date, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm free that date. That's so far away, and I have to check. I have to have a calendar, and I have an old school planner with the pencil, and there's stuff scratched out of it all over the place where I'm moving stuff around.
Going Wyatt's finger paints on the wall.
It's a lot of
A lot of times,
finger paint.
A lot of times, I'll be sitting around like on a Thursday night, and someone will be like, "Hey, here's the set list for tomorrow," and I'm like, "Oh, I guess I have a gig tomorrow." That's good. So I lose track of stuff a lot, but it's fun. It's what I love to do. I love playing shows. I would play a show every day if I could.
Well, you do that.
Do you really color like Tomorrow Won't Have Crayons?
Dude, okay, seriously. This band with the Suicide Ghouls, it is what I love, it's what I want to do. And, like, when I'm on stage, I look for those other people that are having a good time. A lot of people, say, like, look over the crowd, don't pay attention. I will make eye contact with the person dancing, and, through eye contact, a stick twirl, point at them, whatever, they will know that I appreciate them having a good time, because that's what's going to fuel me.
Color like Tomorrow.
If I wake
Won't Have
up tomorrow and crayons are gone, I'm gonna be fucking pissed because that means somebody came into my room and stole my shit.
I'm coming in. I'm getting a beer. Don't get awkward.
I'm coming in.
Getting hot.
Don't get awkward.
If there was a zombie apocalypse tomorrow and there's clearly no crayons, who would die first?
That's what I was.
Whoa!
You're the caboose.
Now, who would die first? Are we assuming that we are on a team?
Like,
Are we on a team
No.
or is everybody individual?
I'm assuming you would die on the way to my
That's
place.
why he dies first, because he
Yeah.
thinks it's a team while we're all running.
Exactly. He's like, hey guys, I gathered some.
I have a
Where'd they
plan. We're gone.
I'm with Columbus horror punk band, the Suicide Ghouls. You can check them out online at Facebook. Let's try that again. Try that again. You can
Oh, that's the important one.
Thanks for hanging out with Don't Punk Out. I'm with Columbus horror punk band, the Suicide Ghouls. You can check them out online at facebook.com/the Suicide Ghouls. You can learn more about Don't Punk Out promotions online at our blog. It's don'tpunkout.tumblr.com. You can also check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/don'tpunkout. Until next time, support local music.
Don't look